Hello commanders, welcome back to another battle. In this video we have a Skirmish AI battle. As you can see, I'm the yellow player and my teammate Elton is the red player. So, at the beginning we already started with a base, so I instantly went to scouting the map. Also positioned my jaguars here to defend the front of the base. And I basically sent all of my coyotes to scout the base as well as some of their riflemen. So there were a lot of containers here, so if you look left down, I had a ton of resources, and I also was a little bit sneaky and stole a few of my allies' resources, but he will never know. Anyways, I took most of the resources here and decided to retreat just to be safe and defend my base. While I was doing that, I made a lot of supply centers, power plants, and a special vehicle factory as well. Then I decided to make some defenses here, a gun tower, 2 sniper towers and 2 anti-air towers for the early game mainly, to defend the base. As you can see, the attack already started by the AI, but it was pretty weak, just some assaults, heavy assaults and 2 fortresses. Also, I want to steal this container from Red, but I decided not to, and I was showing him that he had this free container that he could take with the rifleman. As you can see, I said for you, but he never took it. I think it took him like 5 minutes. But anyways, I positioned my 2 jaguars here. I don't know if you can see them, they're pretty well hidden. But anyways, I moved most of the army here to defend this part of the base because it was pretty undefended. I had no towers there, sniper towers or whatever. And I decided to go straight for Mammoth combination along with assault vehicle factory level 3 with manned jaguars. I was already level HQ 3 and my ally was going for that as well. He seemed to be producing a lot of armadillos and also going for a special vehicle factory. Anyways, let's fast forward through the boring parts of the game. As you can see, I decided to make a few more supply center and power plants, and also later on I made one more special vehicle factory for porcupines only. But I was making some porcupines, mammoths and jaguars for the main defense of the base. As you can see, my ally and I were planting some mines here, or rather my ally only, and that was actually a really smart choice because he didn't need to defend this part of the base. As you can see, even if he lost his army, the mines would do most of the work, which was a really good play in my opinion. But anyways, let's continue with the battle. I decided to make another assault vehicle factory, and I was mainly saving up to go for HQ level 4. I did make some mammoths as well, which I don't know, I really like mammoths, I really like their concept, but yeah, there goes the second special vehicle factory, which was only for porcupines. But I decided for some reason to push with this army here. I don't know why I did that. I think I wanted to clear this area a bit, maybe mine some mines, but I don't think I ever did that. But yeah, I was melting this attack here. But anyways, we were both producing a lot of units. My ally started producing some jaguars along with porcupines, and I was mainly focused on jaguars and also upgrading my HQ, which was really important. So I decided to upgrade some more and made some more porcupines and a bigger army overall. So I was planning to attack with some mammoths here at this part of the base, of the enemy base, while having a line basically of jaguars to defend the mammoths and slowly but surely take down their base. That was my main plan. That's why I also had porcupines, which were for anti-air purposes. Because if you didn't know, jaguars and mammoths cannot hit any cyclone slash vertex. So they were a crucial part to the strategy. I also had this small army, which was mainly to slow down the enemy. I didn't really consider them an important part for the attack. And yes, as you can see, I sent a message, it's already gone. But yeah, as you saw, I'm planning to attack here, moving my entire army. I was full of command points, as you can see down here. And yeah, the attack was slowly but surely getting started. My ally is still defending this place, slowly but surely. He's still defending this part of the base, which I wanted him to help me attack, but it was completely fine. So I was slowly but surely coming up here, positioning my jaguars and all that. I had this small squad here, which was mainly to just tank the damage for the jaguars in the beginning. So I started positioning my army here. As you can see, I made an entire line of jaguars just to defend the anti-air and the artillery. So slowly but surely I was approaching the enemy. They didn't know what to expect because it's AI. And anyways, the rush started. Let me just slow this down. This was a good fight. The enemy actually had a lot of Zeus, which were quite troublesome, but I thank God I had this small army to mainly tank, especially the infantry. It was a really good plan, while the Jaguars melted the Zeus away. So let's continue with this fight here. Mammoths were mainly to attack the buildings, and I also had some Grenadiers who were doing some good damage actually. And the Armadillos were mainly for tanking. But yeah, as you can see, this fight is going pretty well, or rather, this siege is going really well. They cannot touch the Mammoths, which is really good. They are just melting them, which it is really satisfying. And also, the Cyclones can't come because of my Porcupines. So let's fast forward. I decided to push some more, just to gain a better position and for the Mammoths to be able to slowly melt everything. There was a second part of the army from blue coming here, but it was easily melted by my entire force. I sadly lost basically everything except for these armadillos from the small squadron, but my main army was still undefeated. While this was happening, my ally was still collecting some resources, building up his army slowly but surely, and yeah, he was just chilling at the base. I lost some armies, so I decided to reproduce some Jaguars to basically help my force even more. Just in case I lose some Jaguars, I can easily replace them after 2 more minutes of waiting. So anyways, I continued this push, decided to push even further, which proved to be a big mistake because his main army, I guess, from blue just came up out of nowhere while I was still positioning my Jaguars. So they were not in siege mode and 2 of them got defeated. But after they were set in siege mode, they were easily melting the enemy. And also had the Mammoths here to defend. For some reason an assault came here, I don't know why. But anyways, this Armadillo is getting cooked. He cannot really survive yet. Torrents proved actually to be a really big problem for my squad here. Because when like one torrent can't really deal that much damage, but if there's like 4 torrents, they can melt the enemy. And as you can see, the AI was smart attacking me from the back, where I was really vulnerable. But thankfully the Jaguars just decided, oh, you are not gonna do that, and melted him. And at this point in time, my ally actually decided to attack with 5 Jaguars, 2 Porcupines, 2 Mammoths, and a few more assaults, riflemen. And yeah, he was still not moving this army here was stationary, I guess. But anyways, I was melting. This position is really strong, as you can see, nothing can get through. But anyways, this was where the downfall started. As you can see, I was slowly but surely melting them, but when I got in, the torrents started firing on my Jaguars and they were pretty tired, lost half of their HP, and some Cyclones came here at the exact moment I moved my Porcupines here so I can reposition my Mammoths easily. Really bad timing, my bad, so I almost lost 1 Mammoth here. Or actually I did lose my Mammoth, I think. We'll see right now. Will the Porcupines come back in time? Yes, okay, they came back in time, yes. But as you can see, the torrents are quite melting my Jaguars. They're most low HP, as you can see, 1 by 1 they are dying. And I had to either retreat, but there was a saving squad, 4 Jaguars coming to save me. Also, this battle here was failing really badly. Only the Jaguars survived and 1 Coyote, poor Coyote. But anyways, my allies' attack was pretty much failing, the same as me, and I was trying to hold my ground until the reinforcements arrived. Now that the reinforcements are here, I was able to move my Jaguars here, exactly to the hill, to kinda camp this place right here. Because I wanted to receive more reinforcements, as you can see here. 2 Porcupines and a Jaguar. So anyways, I was moving my Porcupines yet again on the back, and I had my Mammoths move around here, on this place right here, to mainly just melt everything away, slowly but surely. But there was a gap in here, which was really bad. As you can see, I was slowly but surely losing my Jaguars. Only had 5 left. So I didn't want to push further for now at least. I knew it was really risky to push. So I decided to come here for now and just slowly but surely wait for reinforcements. As you can see, there was another squad of Jaguars and Porcupines here, which were waiting to be developed to the, or rather dropped to the battlefield. So as you can see, I used some Porcupines to take up this space and mainly to tank for the Jaguars. So I was camping here while waiting for my army to come save me, or rather their reinforcements. But then I decided to attack for some reason. And yeah, I was waiting for my army here. Pretty much every single one was back here and the army was ready to attack once again. Now, I made a small mistake, instantly moved my Jaguars too far away and there was a double torrent attack which dealt some serious damage to them. But luckily, they managed to recover because I had a lot of Jaguars extras. So I decided just to push forward. And thankfully at around this time, my ally decided to attack once again. As you can see, he's developing his army once again. And I had a lot of Porcupines, so I was saved by Cyclones. I couldn't... Cyclones would do nothing basically. I cannot comment it, but anyways. The torrents are trying to deal some damage, sending some Zeus and Grenadiers, but they were pretty cooked. This army was just way too large. And my ally decided to, instead of attacking the middle, attack this side here. Which, okay, not a bad move, I would prefer for him to attack here to help me push completely, but this was also a good idea, why not? Anyways, he attacked with Armadillos, Jaguars and Mammoths. He didn't have much of an anti-air option, but it was still fine since he had the Armadillos for now. Anyways, this push was going pretty well, decided to move my Jaguars into the base, but then another torrent strike came, 3 torrents to be exact, dealt some minor damage because the Jaguars were just too much, and also had 6 Mammoths, and I decided to send them to completely snipe the torrents away. And I sent my teammate to charge to completely attack and annihilate the enemy. So this was the point that it was almost GG, but my enemy, or rather the AI, was actually doing some serious damage to me. Was actually doing something. But I wasn't really afraid of losing my army because I knew my ally was destroying their base on this hill. So anyways, I just went full attack mode, lost basically all of my Jaguars, just had 3 left and 3 more Mammoths, but I was still sending some reinforcement here and there to solidify my defenses. And I used some of the Porcupines, basically all the Porcupines, to tank the damage for the Jaguars and the Mammoths. And I was basically just stalling this out for my ally to destroy them, but for some reason he was just attacking with Mammoths. I wanted him to go full out, all out basically, but he was still waiting there. So I was here desperately trying to defend, or rather keep my position, and I had to retreat for now. Basically just the Mammoths and the anti-air, because every single Jaguar was gone. I used my Porcupines as a sacrifice for my Mammoths to retreat. At least I could save them because I had some anti-air producing. As you can see here, where is it? Yes, here. And then my ally decided to go all out on the attack. And yes, there were a lot of torrents, but he was pushing through, destroyed the main defenses. And mine side wasn't looking too well, honestly. But at least my ally was destroying their base, so it was alright. I had to basically make my Mammoths attack and then retreat. At least if they moved up to the hill, they wouldn't be seen, but I made a grave mistake. I didn't make this Mammoth not attack in time, so the Zeus knew that there was something up here. And that was the grave mistake that destroyed my Mammoths. Thankfully, just in time, there came a Jaguar, which was able to slow down the Zeus. And there was 2 more Jaguars here, or rather 1 Jaguar, which was slowly destroying them. Anyways, my ally was just melting their base away, so I knew I just had to defend this part here, survive at least, and then the fight would be pretty much over. So let's just keep forward through this boring part. Let's just enjoy how my ally destroys the enemy. Let's get a more cinematic shot, and never mind. He just retreated. Okay, whatever. I just sent everything I had there because I knew we would win, but my ally decided to retreat. I don't know why. And yeah, I was in a bit of a weird spot, but thankfully the Zeus that were previously harassing me, they decided to move up here, I think. So I was free to destroy his base slowly but surely. So I could slowly destroy his base. So let's just fast forward through this. They were basically cool, they only had 2 torrents, and slowly I destroyed his base. For some reason my ally didn't really want to attack, he was more of a mammoth user, but anyways, no worries, because we won. Didn't really want to drop the blame on my ally on this one, but I was attacking a bit too fast. Should have camped a bit on the right mountain there, but it was alright, because my ally ultimately came to the rescue and we beat the level. I don't know why I said level, we beat the fight. And it was pretty simple. The skirmish overall is not that hard, but probably shouldn't have made that many mammoths. Probably I should have focused on jaguars, but that's completely fine. We won still, so that's what's important. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another fight. Goodbye.